What's going on, guys? Welcome to the stream. Saito, Shiny Lucario, how are you guys doing today? Hope you guys been having a good week. Hope you guys had a good weekend. It's been a few days. It feels way longer than like the 5 days, which is usual. But yeah, for some reason it feels like it's been way over a week since I streamed. It just means I missed you guys. How are you guys doing? Just realized I forgot one thing before I get going here. There we go. We should be good. So how is everybody doing today? And we can go ahead and get started with these soft resets. Sorry for the slightly later stream. Yeah, I put some stuff in the laundry, and like the dryer like runs as long as it feels like it needs to, and for some reason it felt like it needed to run for like an hour and a half today. So we're good to go though. We're good to go. We'll get in an hour or so, maybe a little bit over an hour of stream. First encounter, Senor Demonetization, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? How are you doing? Is that hey boy backwards? Yeah, so what has everybody been up to? I personally have been playing a lot of Minecraft this past week, actually. Got back into that. Friends and I started up a new server, and we all hopped on like over the course of last night, so we've been playing a bunch of that. Doing good. That's good to hear, man. That's good to hear. Got anything exciting planned for the week? As I know, I've got exciting work deployments on Thursday night. I don't know why. They keep scheduling them on that. Change your username, you're a duck god. All good, man. All good. I like it. I like the picture, dude. I like the picture. Yo, Rainbow Lycanroc, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? But yeah, so like I was saying, deployment for work Thursday night, because they really like putting them on Thursdays, because it means you have as much of the week as you can to test it without having to deploy on a Friday, which is a terrible idea. You never do that. So, stream on Thursday probably won't happen. Maybe a stream Friday, like potentially a early stream on Friday, like, you know, 5:30 to like 6:45-ish, possibly. We'll see. No guarantees on that. I'll have to figure it out kind of as I'm going along. But yeah, just a heads up for the schedule being funky. Unfortunately, work doesn't, know about YouTube schedules and stuff. Let's get this camera. The camera really wants to turn right now. I don't want it to because I have dishes. Heard of RL Craft? What's RL Craft? Doing good, hoping I'm the same. Yeah, I'm doing pretty well, actually. It's been... past few days at work have been pretty good. This weekend was super fun. Football games and all of that. Yeah, so I'm doing well. Good to hear you're doing the same. You can feel a shiny Azelf coming. I hope your prediction, I hope this forecast, this premonition is correct. Because I would love to get this Azelf today. That'd be such a great thing to be able to get today. Before we hit 2,000, because there's a chance, depending on how many encounters we can get in, there's a chance we'll hit 2,000 today, and that's a bit high. And it's getting kind of late where you're living, so you can't stay long. Just wanted to stop in, smash that like button, and wish you good luck. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate it. If everyone could hit that like button, I would definitely appreciate it. But I'm definitely glad you stopped by, Rainbow Lycanroc. Always good to see you, my friend. It's a really hard mod pack, and it's also really fun. I'll have to look at it. Yo, excuse me, mister. How are you doing, man? How are you doing? Good to see you. How have you been? What have you been up to, dude? Yo, Juan Manuel Garcia. How's it going, dude? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day, a good night, and a good week. Cinder, welcome as well. Everyone showing up. Mike, welcome. Welcome. How are you guys doing today? Hope you all have been having a good time, a good day. When you looked up Shiny Lucario from the picture, you found shippings of Zeraora and Shiny Lucario. The internet's weird. I tend to avoid most of the internet when it comes to Pokemon. Usually I stick to like Twitter and Cerebi. And usually on Twitter it's like the official accounts. The internet gets really weird with some fandoms. You're chilling, that's good, man. I'm doing well. Doing well. Like I mentioned earlier, it's been an easy week at work compared to some. Just in general. I got some stuff I gotta do with it like Thursday. Hopefully that doesn't fall into chaos like it has a couple times. But yeah, overall, things have been going well here. Hopefully we can get this shiny Azelf today. That would be fantastic. It would mean that we get it under 2,000, which, you know, once we pass odds, that's kind of like the mark, right? Like, you want to get it before that at least. So hopefully we can pull that one off. I'm trying bandana for a friend, but this is more important. You can multitask, right? You can do both. Just watch the stream and draw totally muscle memory, like no hand-eye coordination, just all hand coordination. Shipping a Pokemon's weird. Not entirely. I guess I don't know. There are some. We can't deny that there are some weird ones out there, though, right? How does one steal a shiny? Oh, your friend stole your shiny Esper. Same day that I can catch a shiny Mudkip. I don't have a shiny Mudkip, though. I guess that means that it hasn't been stolen, right? But I mean, I guess you could like steal a shiny by like trading it away or something. Trade with them to reset your save. Doesn't trade back. That's awful. That's like you're trusting them enough to do that, and then they break the trust. That's just unfortunate. And like that just is a bad thing to do. Yesterday you got a shiny Fletchling, and your shiny Alola Rattata is now a shiny Alola Raticate, plus you even got a shiny Lombre, and your shiny Honedge is now a Doublade. Nice, dude. That's awesome. It's awesome. Like, you've always got, like, so many shinies rolling in. There's ways to make shippings weird. You get Zeraora and Lucario. See, that's just, like, the internet has corrupted me. Let's be real. It's corrupted a lot of us. I don't think of the not weird ones first. Like, if you mention it, like, my mind just immediately, like, assumes and shoots to the far end of the spectrum. Want to share new Super Water? Has double the oxygen. Friends have been so busy drinking it, I haven't heard from them in weeks. Chemistry jokes. It's like two men walk up to the bar. The first one says, I'll have a glass of H2O. Second one says, I'll have a glass of H2O too. And the second one dies. Yeah. Got 2 shiny Vulpix from breeding in the same egg batch a few days ago. That's crazy, dude. Like 2 in a batch of 5? That's awesome, man. Boom, just knocked out the living dex part of that right there. We got 3 different levels of Rowlets in the chat right now. A Rowlet rainbow going on. I wonder how close. I still have a few more months of this rainbow at the very least. Like, Cinder is by far the only one close, like, at a year. Or even close to a year. Not about the shipping and the drawing, but rather the nature of the drawing. True. True. I think that's the bigger part. To keep things vague. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, Cinder. That is a very good way to put it. The Rowlet Roulette. By the way, hi Rowlet buddies. All the Rowlet buddies in the chat. And Green Card and Mel are the only two not here, and I know Mel's got a bunch of homework that she's working on. Is there an edible liquid that can't be traced back to water? Depends on what you mean by edible, most likely. Because most of the stuff, like, most things that are edible to us, especially most things that are, like, actually have some level of nutritional value, even if it's, like, you know, candy has nutritional value to an extent, unlike the ability to eat a piece of notebook paper kind of thing. Even then, that's a bad example of this. Like, you could eat dirt. Not really giving you that much, aside from technically minerals, but, like, it's really hard to find. I don't think anything that's considered classically, like, food. No, I don't think there's any, like, non-water-based liquids in that sense. Because anything fruit is going to be water-based. Milk or anything like that, it has water in it. Like, yeah, most of the, like, room temperature liquids that aren't water-based are, like, heavy metals, and those are not good for the body. But let's be real here, Kyogre and Nihilego would be Canada's weird one. It's a shit between your Shinies and one of your friends' Shinies. I think you can consider that one, like, people would, like, raise their eyebrows, like, what? Yeah. Wrenchlet Gang. Mel, the Soul Wrenchlet. Give me a wrench, I'm gonna head out. You're gonna leave if I make you a mod. That's the weirdest way to say that, I guess. That's how I'm taking it. Remember when you got my first shiny? Yes. Yes, my first shiny ever was a shiny Ditto. Pokemon Sun. The, like, December/January after Sun and Moon came out. Yeah, that was a fun one. I just kind of decided one day, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do a shiny hunt. I'm gonna get a shiny. I wanted to Rowlet, figured I could get Ditto and stuff and, like, breed for it, but that doesn't actually work outside of Gen 2. Either way, I didn't look that much into it. I looked up all the details on how to SOS hunt a Ditto, but I didn't look up the details on how to get a shiny Rowlet the best. But that's besides the point. So, yeah, I got the Ditto. I basically started it, was just watching, like, Phineas and Ferb on Netflix, and was SOS hunting this Ditto. I found it, and immediately panicked and threw out my Decidueye, and it transformed into Decidueye, and it was the most panic-inducing time of me like, oh god, I don't know if I'm going to catch this, because I was still going to catch it in a Pokeball, I'm stubborn, and I caught it, and I was very, very, very excited for that, and that's just kind of when I got hooked. Technically, you can eat anything. You can eat anything once. Jello is water-based. Jello is very water-based. Like, it's powder plus water. First shiny was a Ditto? Yeah, it was a Ditto. I thought I could use it as, like, a parent for breeding to increase shiny odds, but I could not. After that, I think the next one was a shiny Alolan Rattata. I forget what it was after that, because I hadn't started my, like, always hunt for several of the same one thing. I'd have to go back into my Sun save and go into the PC and see when I caught each Pokemon to build out a timeline for this. I think that'd actually be really interesting to do. At least for the first, I guess, 6 months of my shiny hunting, to figure out what shinies I got on, like, what days. Because, like, you'd see where the droughts were, and you could see where the days where I got, like, 3 in one day were, and stuff like that. But, after that, it kind of gets boring because I kind of dropped off from it a bit, unfortunately. Like, once I had an internship and stuff, like, I couldn't shiny hunt all day long. So I kind of fell off, like, in my rate of shiny hunting. I've picked it back up since, but it hasn't been anywhere near what that, like, first little bit was. Want a male Latias. Good luck. One time you hunted a male Ditto. How'd that one go? Realize if Ash loses another battle in the Galar region, does he deserve the champion title? I mean, you can be the champion and still have an off day. Shiny Ditto story about, haha, I'm gonna hunt a Ditto is literally the same as your Raikou. Where you really didn't think you'd get it, but you got it. Like, it was, like, I was determined to get it. I was gonna get it. But, like, I didn't think it was gonna actually end up... The real haha, this is a meme thing was me going for, like, shiny living national dex. But I did that first hunt and I was like, holy crap, this is amazing. This is a lot of fun. And I subsequently put, like, 2,000 hours into a game. That I usually put like 70 into. Like sorry about that. I need to get a pop filter. Once I've hit that mark, like I said, once I can get the green screen, I'm also just gonna get that in a pop filter and like fix the audio and everything. Because I have a pop filter, but it wouldn't work in this current configuration very well. But yeah, it was totally a meme to like go this hard on a shiny dex, but here I am going this hard on a shiny dex. Yeah, before Sun and Moon, like I was like, yeah, I put like over 100 hours in a Pokemon game, like, and I did, completing just like a normal dex, and then I would like call it good. I wouldn't do post game stuff. I wouldn't do any of that. Like my post game was finishing the dex and like hands off the game. I didn't care. So I basically just made that finding the dex process way longer. And here I am. But yeah. Yeah, so that was my, that was how I got into shiny hunting. First shiny was an Esper. Nice. Speaking of Raikou, Twitch hasn't improved your Raikou emote yet. No! It's because they're mean. Yeah, they have something out against you, Cinder. I don't know why, but they do. Want to get better at drawing? Am I good at drawing? I am not. I've never managed to get past, like, I guess, I'm assuming most people have this. Like, I know I'm not alone in this. I have an idea in my head of what I want, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do that, but I have an idea of, like, every single piece, but none of it together. And then, also, I don't have the skills to actually draw. So, it'd be a lot of practice for me, and I get very discouraged when I'm like, this is gonna be awesome, and then it's not. Shiny luck. Thank you, Ash. How are you doing today, my friend? Welcome to the stream. Want to paint, but the supplies are expensive. I feel that. There are a lot of things where it's like, oh, I'd like to get into that, but the barrier to entry is money. Like, it's like you can't even practice your skills if you don't have the money. And then, like, if I don't have the skills, I don't want to invest the money into something that I might not like. Some markers? Those would be pretty... That'd probably be a good way to get into stuff. Previously 194, currently almost 2,000. Yup. That's shiny hunting for ya. Same odds. Same odds, same game, same method. Everything is identical, aside from the Pokemon and RNG. Just decides, now this one's gonna go over odds. When will shiny Azelf appear so you can hunt shiny Dialga? Ask Azelf. Ask Azelf, man. Dude, I'm so ready. I'm so ready to get Azelf and to, like, have another trio done. That's another big thing to check off the list. And then we can move further into Gen 4 stuff. I think the goal now is to get Sinnoh Legends done by Sword and Shield release. As far as on-stream shiny hunting goals. Off-stream, it's a bit more ridiculous, and it's try to complete a Let's Go dex in time for Sword and Shield. I don't think that's going to happen, but it's my goal. Because the same Nidoran hunt is still going on and I haven't found anything, which is why there's been no Mario content on the channel. Because RNG is not being kind to me in either game, either console. Don't get me wrong, I was really determined for Raikou. Like, you wouldn't stop until you got it, but never actually thought you'd get it. That was definitely me with a lot of my hunts. Like, the Ditto hunt definitely was the first one where I was like, I actually got it. Like, I actually went for it and got it. I actually prepped. Usually it was starting Emerald or Leaf Green or Fire Red over and just being like, oh, I'm going to soft reset for a Pokemon. And then going, this is boring after like 10 tries. Really the trick is to finding like the like grand strategy of watching TV while you do it. Like, if you just sit there and soft reset, I don't know how you keep your sanity, but throw Netflix up on a computer monitor and you're set. Like, honestly, my plan for at some point this week, even if it's only for like an hour, is to just shiny hunt while I finish watching the Russian Grand Prix from this past weekend. Which, if anyone here is into Formula 1, holy crap. This race has been awesome to watch so far. I'm glad that this isn't one of the ones where I was like, I slept through it. I'll just like look up the results. Nah, this one's actually worth sitting down and watching. So I'm like halfway through. Art is hard, very hard. That's something that everyone who's like really into it just continues working at it and has to continue working at it. Remember you saw a shiny Pokemon for the first time, you were 9 and killed the shiny tentacle, no, thinking it was a bug. See, I'm terrified to even think back to when I was like little and played like Fire Red for the first time. Cause like, I know that like if I saw a shiny back then, I'd think, oh, the sparkles are more XP, and I'd just murder it. Like with even more intensity than any other Pokemon. I wouldn't have tried to catch it. I would have had no clue what it was. First shiny was a Magikarp and Moon. Nice, dude. Magikarp's actually a really nice shiny. I really like the gold on it. Also, I just remember, we're in October now. Does that mean that the Segalia Lunala thing's happening, or was that November? I forget, and I'm nervous I somehow missed it. 1874. Ha, try 16,400. Cinder, your hunt's crazy at this point. I'm hoping you get Lugia now. I can't in good conscience hope for you to hit like 20,000. Painting your house, but you just haven't painted lately. Should do that again. Yeah, you should. That'd be awesome. You have too many colored pencils for your realistic drawings. Bought some for college, and then your teacher gave you more than double the pencils you already have. Hey, you're just prepared, man. Just prepared. Every year there's an amusement park fair thing that opens in your town for a few days and you don't usually go, but apparently there's a playable demo of Sword and Shield there and you missed out. What? That's cool. Really? Huh. Because I guess I've only really seen it like showing up for like at game conventions and stuff. Oh, it'd be so cool if it showed up at the convention I was going to at the end of this month, but I know it's not. Like, sure, the demographic overlaps between an anime convention and Pokemon content, but like, not enough for them to bring a demo to. Just watch YouTube when you hunt. Same. A lot of the content I watch on YouTube though is like 5-minute videos, so like it just gets annoying so you have to change between the videos, which is a really like first world problem. I know. It's literally me like, I don't even want to turn on autoplay. I could turn on autoplay and it would fix that, but recently I've been binge watching Town of Salem videos since I personally suck at the game. It's fun to watch. What have I been watching? I've been watching Mario Maker videos. Yeah, Mario Maker videos, and then I've been like watching back through Number File and stuff. Yeah, yeah, like it's not a place I would expect it to be. Like I said, you expect that at like a bigger game convention, not at some small little like fair thing. I had to faint 4 male shiny Salandins before you got a female shiny. That is rough, dude. That is rough. The event started in Europe. It probably started here too then. Since it is October 1st, so like the month has reset. Oh, you take it to a 20k hunt with pride. I'm aware. I know you would. Knowing you, like, you would hit that 20k and be like, alright, let's get to 25. Lugia, don't show up yet. I know. I know, like, that mentality, and it is cool to be able to say that, but eventually I want you to get that shiny. I had to go. Alright, see you later, Saito. Thanks for tuning into the stream, man. It was good to see you. Hope you have a good next few days. Hopefully I can see you again soon, because like I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, work has yet again decided that Thursday is the best time to do a deployment, so I do not have time to stream on Thursday, most likely. Yeah, actually, potentially I might. There might be a chance that like it just finishes in like 30 minutes like it's supposed to, and I can come home by 9. Or it'll take a really long time. I'm not 100% sure. We'll have to see. But yeah, that's gonna be fun. But so yeah, can't guarantee a stream on Thursday. Might try to shoot for Friday, like early stream Friday, if I can't do it Thursday. Added 2 extra 6s to the end of that first. Yeah, it was a hunt, like, almost in the millions. I don't know what just happened, but, like, this finger really feels like it needs to pop. But it won't. That's what he said when he reached double odds was EA double odds. Okay, let's get 17k. See, exactly. I know you want that big number. I really know you want that big number, but I still want you to just get the shiny at some point. Yo, Gerald Riffner, welcome to the stream. Restarted Ultra Moon because you got bored hunting for Pokemon. I also got a shiny Groudon from Wonder Trade. Nice, dude. Nice. Hope you have fun with the Ultra Moon replay. Call upon Starkland to make Cinder Clouds into Cinder Star. If Regice did not go beyond true full odds, you should be able to get at least Swords of Justice. Right? Right? Like, even with the, like, the slower hunts that I've been doing now, you were totally right. If Regice had taken all of, like, 3 weeks, like it really should have, instead of, like, 4 months or whatever the heck it took... Or no, it shouldn't have even taken that long, because I have a much slower hunting now. It should have taken like a week and a half max. And instead it took several months. Like, yeah, we would be way farther along in these hunts if it wasn't for that. Yo! Darkrai, or Darkrai. Sorry if I pronounced it wrong either time. Welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy it and decide to stick around. How have you been doing? Okay, that did click. Guys, we're almost at 1900. Like, just over 100 away from 2,000 encounters on this Azelf. Why are the odds? Why are the odds so against us right now? Oh yeah, I forgot that would be a thing. The super chatter leaderboard thing reset for the month. It's no longer Juan Manuel Garcia by a long shot like it was before. It's 2 a.m. for you, got school, but apart from that, you're good. Hey, I feel that though. I feel that. There are nights that I'm like up way super late and like I have to be at work in the morning. So I feel that. You know, like those nights where like you don't even have 8 hours between like what time it is now and like the time you have to be somewhere. So it's like best case like you get like 6 hours, 5, like maybe even like 5. Like I've had those days. I have those days more often than I should. Last night was one of them. Got wrapped up playing Minecraft until like 1 a.m. and had work at 9. But I got an iron farm working, so I think it was worth it in the end. Being a little bit sleepy. I'm really hoping I like don't miss this shiny. I feel like I'm checking each of them, and in my head it's like I think I'm like, did I actually check any of them? Shiny Azelf, where are you? Who knows? Who knows? It's a big mystery. Hopefully on screen is the answer very soon. But we got to get to that point. For you, at 3,200 and something for Shiny Groudon with Shiny Charm. On you some, no luck. Dude, it happens sometimes. It just happens. It's really unfortunate because, you know, you like spend all this time, you get the Charm, you get all these hunts set up. And then, yeah, it just, sometimes the RNG decides that that's not enough and it just still takes forever. And you go past normal odds, even though you have the Charm, you still pass like 4096. I've done that. I passed 8192 on a Regice hunt with the Shiny Charm in the wormholes. That was a bit much. That was too much. IMO. Like, you don't need that. But then other times you get it in like 30. Like, you know, Shiny Hunting's just weird like that. For Poochyena hunt, you hope you get it. Hope you pull off an A-Drive. He got his first encounter. Haven't there been multiple people to get, like, Poochyena first encounter? I feel like that's somehow the Pokemon that, like, everyone somehow got first. I might be crazy, though. I know A-Drive got it, and it might just be that that one keeps getting referenced over and over and over. But we're finally almost to that point. We're almost there. So far, my luckiest one's been the 32 encounters for Ho-Oh. But I was totally, absolutely 100% not prepared for at all. Ooh, excuse me. So yeah, what? It's Dialga after this, right? No, two people who got Reshiram first encounter but went long for yours. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Didn't Pokemon get his first encounter? Didn't he get his like just randomly in the wormhole too? Like he wasn't even going for it. He's just kind of like, I'll check one. Right? Like it was also technically back to back or something. Ho-Oh melted my Regi's luck away. We all figured that one out. Like Regirock was okay, but yeah, Regi's luck had melted fully. Your ORAS shiny hunts were 250 something with a shiny charm. For shiny, whatever on Ho, you got him at exactly 1,111. Nice. Sometimes it's always fun to find those like really cool numbers in it, even if they mean nothing. Like it's always just really cool to like be able to be like, haha, I got it on whatever encounter. You were at the stream when Pokemon got it? It's like, lol, this will be shiny, and it was. Dang. Because, yeah, wasn't it like he found Treecko after a crazy long time, which was really exciting. It was like, alright, we're going to do a wormhole hunt of something next. I think it was going to be like Dialga or Palkia or something. And then, yeah, he just like walked in the Reshiram wormhole and decided to do the encounter because, you know, whenever you run into a legend, you may as well do at least one. I think that was his whole thing. Is like, well, may as well do one because like it could happen, but you're not gonna sit there and do it over and over and over. And it happened. Shiny Azelf appears at 1999. Just trying to tease us. Doesn't want us to actually go over 2,000, but wants us to suffer just as much as if it did. Treecko's pretty quick. Like 1K. Okay, okay. But it was Treecko and then like immediately this other one, right? Getting shiny Darkrai at exactly 666 never happened for you. That would be a pretty interesting number to get it at, I gotta say. I remember getting raided by Pokemon a couple times. Like 2 or 3 times I think I got raids from him. It was always really weird, because like, I guess he didn't really ever come through, he just kind of like found a link and posted it without really even looking. Which was, I kind of felt was weird. But either way, I appreciated the raids, they were pretty neat. Pretty neat seeing like a big name raid the stream like that. Yo, Koichi Laranja, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Hope you've been having a good day, man. Shiny Azelf is very good in competitive battling. Nice! I have to have at least some kind of competitive shiny somewhere in all of my shinies. But we all know how much I care about competitive, so it's never been a big deal. Doing good. That's good to hear, man. That's good to hear. Have you ever given up on a shiny? Not like given up. There are some hunts I have on hold. And it's not like, oh, this hunt's just taking too long, I don't want to do it. It's like, I had 3 hunts going on the channel all at once, so like, for a while I was doing dual hunts. One of the hunts in that was Ralts. That one's not happening at the moment. Not because like I've given up on it. We're coming back to it at some point, but it's just like, I don't know. I can't handle dual hunting right now. Like it's just a bit too much for the like hour and 15-minute streams that I've been doing. As well as Manaphy. Manaphy is a hunt that I put on hold a while ago, just because like, I don't know, that was a whole different stream layout, a whole different setup. Everything about the Manaphy hunt was a lot to be doing. So it was like, I was just gonna, like that one's on hold. Like that one's not done. I spent too much time prepping and actually getting all the eggs for that legit. The number of times I played Ranger for that was way too many. But yeah, so yeah, that was my, so like, those are the 2 hunts I have that are like, I started and haven't finished, but I'm not currently working on. So I guess kind of given up, but like, I'm coming back to them. I've had some hunts that have gotten close, but never actually given up on any of them. You like using shiny Pokemon in competitive battling? Like, that's always really cool to be able to have a Pokemon that's both good competitively and, like, shiny. Yo, Luigi Lewis, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Soon 9 days away from school, so you can shiny hunt. Oh, you'll soon get 9 days away from school. Nice, dude. That'll be a good bit of time for shiny hunting. Your Azelf better not be like Jubilee's shiny Kyogre. It took her 5570 for that. I hope it's not. We already had our Pokemon equivalent to that. We already had Regice. So we don't need any more of that happening. Like, we can just, if we could just stick with things under 2,000, that would be fantastic. Seemed to happen with you for ORAS shiny hunt is one shiny hunt was short, the next one was long, the next one was short, etc. Yeah. I mean, there's definitely kind of, you rarely have extremely long hunts back to back, and you rarely have extremely short hunts back to back. It can happen. It can definitely happen. But I find that I usually have like one outlier in each direction for like each gen. Aside from that, they're anywhere from like 800 to like 2300 or so, which really is kind of like a decent range for them to show up in. Sudden Death Games, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. It's been a while. How are you doing? Spooktober hunts are going to be fun. Oh, true, we are there. Oh, guys, what do we hunt? What do we do as like a Spooktober hunt? We haven't, like, we did Phantump last time. We might be able to try like another ghost type, like Ghastly or something. I think I technically did Mimikyu 2 years ago, then I did Phantump last year. There's got to be some other ghost Pokemon that I haven't hunted. I don't think I've hunted Ghastly. I could figure out which game to hunt that one in. Drifloon I've done. There actually are a good number of ghost Pokemon that I've hunted. There might be something. We can see. If you guys have suggestions, let me know. Suggestions channel on Discord. I might just make a poll on here. On YouTube, since I have done that before. I did the poll last year. It's been a long time since I've done a poll, so I might do one of those. See what everyone has to say. Yo, Mexican Shrek, what's going on, dude? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Duskull, Frillish, Litwick. Ooh, yeah. Hopefully you get a Harvest Phantom this year. That'd be nice. Yeah, setting mine up was worth it for these hunts for sure. Shiny Hunt Rowlet evolved into Decidueye. I guess that's technically Ghost type. You're right. The scary part's actually just the amount of time each soft reset would take for Rowlet. Shuppet? Ooh, Shuppet. I have one shiny Shuppet in Pokemon Go. Goes Lord. Just skip right to the UVs. Let's get this shiny. That is the spirit. That is the spirit, man. My goal is to get it before 2000. I think that's a decent goal. And to go and fall asleep. Alright, see you later, man. Thank you for tuning in to the stream. It was nice to meet you. Good to have you. Hope you decide to stick around if you like the streams. Hopefully next stream. If not next time, I'll be around. Alright, dude. Good to hear, man. Good to hear. Good to have you. I'm so happy to be back. I'm so happy to have you back, man. Doing a pseudo method to hunt Rowlet. Yeah, but I've already hunted 3 Rowlets that way. Like, I could go for hidden ability, but that's about it. Which, while neat, isn't like, I don't think justifies another set of Masuda method hunts. Unless we find like a really good reason. One of the big things is, I don't know, the Spooktober hunts kind of be like also potentially like a last hurrah kind of hunt for Sun and Moon. Like, aside from whatever other like legendary soft reset hunt is going on, like, there's a solid chance that whatever thing we SOS or Masuda for that is like the last like non-SR hunt before we mostly switch over to Sword and Shield. Oh, it's gonna be so weird. That's gonna be so weird, guys. Like, not even like in the sense of the stream and like things being different for the stream, but like it is gonna be so weird to me that like I'm no longer gonna be playing the newest Pokemon game if I continue hunting in Sun and Moon, like, or if I do switch over to Sword and Shield as my main games. Like, it's not even like X and Y to Oras or Oras to Sun and Moon or Sun and Moon to Usum. That really didn't feel like a transition though, so whatever. Because they're the same game, plus, it's basically the same game plus a little bit of stuff. Like, don't really count that one as much. But like, moving to Sword and Shield's moving to a whole new console. Like, that changes what I carry with me when I'm just gonna casually shiny hunt places. Oh man, this is such a weird thing to think about. I don't know why it's just hitting me now, but it is. Dip Trainer, welcome to the stream. Right now you're shiny hunting on Pokemon Y for Poliwag. Best of luck, dude. Hope you find it quickly. Because of its colors? Ah, yeah, I get what you're saying with Guzzlord there. Still mad at yourself for running away from a shiny Haunter? Dude, that sucks. Rip. Big rip, buddy. Bulbasaur from Island Scan because it looks like a zombie. That's an option. That is an option. I hadn't thought about the fact that Bulbasaur is an Island Scan. Honedge. Oh, I haven't done an Island Scan hunt. I actually haven't done an Island Scan hunt, guys. That could be fun. That could actually be really fun. So it's just, I haven't done it. Ooh, we'd have to prep for the day though, right? Like, I mean, there isn't really anything stopping me from changing the time on my system, but like, especially with it being a cap card system, so it's not even like it's my main one. But like, I don't know, I like keeping the like numbers correct on like the encounter stats. We have to see what day it is and when we can stream, if we can stream on that day. Happened maybe 2 years ago at this point. I don't blame you. My Psyduck fail is going to stick with me for a long time. A long time past having found a new Psyduck. It's going to have stuck with me. Horde Hunt, Shuppet, and Oras. We also haven't had a successful Horde Hunt. That's true. That is true. I don't know, man. The problem is once we hit, like, I don't know. I kind of want to do it in Sun and Moon just for the sake of it being, like, one of the last big Sun and Moon hunting times. Because after that, it's Sword and Shield. Like, it's immediately Sword and Shield. Yeah, basically... Ooh. I don't know how I'm going to handle that 30 for the hunt for on Halloween. Or probably the hunt, like, for a day or two before Halloween. I may not be streaming on Halloween. I just realized that. There's a convention that starts that day, and, like, I'm out the whole weekend. Oh, man. I'll have to think about that. I'll figure it out. We got a couple weeks for me to sort those things out, post the schedule for that hunt and everything. Call it. There are many good options. There are. Like I said, I'm probably gonna post a poll of some sort. Or I'll probably post a community post today or tomorrow. If you don't see one up by like noon tomorrow, call me out in Discord and tell me that I didn't make the post. And then I'll like make sure I've made the post for everyone to go and check out and like give me suggestions for what they want in the final poll, so I can like go in and grab like, you know, if one person says some Pokemon but 5 people say like another group of Pokemon, I'll like consolidate it down into a small list and post that as a poll for everyone to vote on. And then I can figure out the times from there. You can keep going. Yeah, man. I'm not going to come back to this chat to look at them. I'm going to be real. That's a lot of work. Yeah, but like I said, I'll make a community post. And, yeah, in that community post, it'll be like, hey, guys, what Pokemon would you like me to hunt as, like, the Halloween special Pokemon? Then you can post all your suggestions, and if certain Pokemon get at least a certain number of, like, votes from people, votes or like just people recommending it, I'll throw that one in an actual poll, post the poll, and whatever one wins that poll gets it. What's your favorite shiny Pokemon design? Yours is Umbreon. Mine is Milotic. I already loved Milotic not shiny, and then the shiny just like changed all the colors to like one of my favorite color schemes. So like, it's like 10 out of 10 in my book. Why not Joltik? Kind of unpopular. You're done. Yeah, man, like I said, I'll be posting that poll. Go over, add as many of those suggestions from this one as you want, and yeah, we'll see which ones end up in a poll. Depending on how many entries I get, I might make like a series of polls. You know, just to like slowly narrow it down, get the one that the most people want to see. You know, do it a proper voting style. Because, you know, like I said, it's going to simultaneously be, like, a big final send-off for Sun and Moon hunting, as well as, like, everything else. Oh, you gotta go. Alright, see you later, Sudden Death Games. Thank you for tuning in, man. It was good to see you again. Yeah. Hope school goes well tomorrow, and I hope to see you again in the stream very, very soon. I made 12 suggestions. There we go. Hey, at least that means we have options. That is so much better than, like, nothing. You know? Like, if you get, like, one suggestion, it's kind of like, okay, well, I guess that's what we're doing. But, like, if you put enough out there. Like, there are some people who just don't want to put in their opinion, but they will, or, like, they won't be the first one to bring up their opinion, but if someone else brings it up, they'll like be like, oh, I agree with that, yes, do that. So being able to, you know, put a bunch out there, a bunch of people, like, at least people to choose off of that one. You can count on it. Alright, dude, I hope to see you again soon. Yeah, alright. Approaching 1950. I don't think we're gonna quite hit 2,000 today. Probably gonna be wrapping the stream up in about 15 minutes or so. We'll see. We'll see. Depends on, you know, how stream chat and everything is going. You know, won't just cut it off if we got like a big conversation and stuff rolling on. If I do find shiny Azelf, what Pokemon are you going to do next? I believe it's Dialga. I've been hunting the legends in Dex order, so whatever comes after Azelf in the Pokedex will be the next one we hunt. So I found all of Gen 1, all of Gen 2, all of Gen 3, and then Uxie and Mesprit. So Azelf is that next one in here. So yeah, it'll be... We're basically going through Sinnoh. I don't know how we're going to handle it once Sword and Shield comes out. Obviously, Sword and Shield hunts are going to be the big hunts, let's be honest. Yeah, so I don't know 100% what's going to happen after that. But I can tell you a bit of the plan. up until that point. God, I gotta figure out my schedule for Sword and Shield. I think the plan for me is take a day off work, like the day that it comes out. You know, like basically work Monday to Thursday. Sword and Shield will come out Thursday night / Friday. I will be like using a day of paid time off or something for Friday. And then I'm probably going to get the game, come home, and play it full through as much as I can. Hopefully by, like, Friday afternoon. That way, like, I can sleep, catch up on all the sleep I missed from doing that, and then, like, boom, Saturday we're shiny hunting. That is my hope. But I can't promise that. That's my goal. Then after that, obviously, there's a mixture of, like, Thanksgiving happening, and there's like this whole football season thing going on that I tend to go to a bunch of games for, despite no longer going to that school, but still. So we'll see exactly what the schedule is, but I think the plan for at least that first weekend is to be shiny hunting by Saturday. Yo, Kanto Kairu, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream, dude. How have you been doing? How have you been doing, dude? Guys, everyone in the chat, if you don't know, Kanto is another Pokemon streamer. There's a lot of shiny hunts over on his channel, so go check him out if you haven't already. Fell asleep for a sec? That's all good, man. That's all good. You need to stop laying in your bed watching the stream. Nah, dude, that's like the best way. Or it's like the second best way. It's the best way right behind shiny hunting while watching the stream. I keep hitting my desk in every way possible. You've been doing Axnu for 2 weeks. Dang. How are you hunting for it? Like, what method? I've been hunting this Nidoran for almost 2 weeks. This one male Nidoran. And, like, I haven't been, like, slacking. It's not like, oh, I've been hunting it for 2 weeks, but I've only put in, like, an hour worth of hunting. Like, the only reasons I've stopped is, like, work, obviously. Like, streams. And, the battery dying when I'm away from an outlet. Like, those are the only reasons that I've stopped. You're good. Thanks for the shout out. Yeah, no problem, man. No problem, dude. You're good to hear. You're doing good. I need to stop by one of your streams soon. The problem is, like, with my work schedule, I'm always, like, at work or just getting home when everyone's wrapping up their streams. You're shiny hunting while seeing this on your bed, so yes, this is the best way to watch the stream. Combining the best of the two, yes. This is exactly what you're doing. You're 22,000 random encounters per century. Holy crap, dude. Holy crap, you're doing this in Gen 2, right? Like, that's 22,000? Oh, holy crap. That's crazy. Have you found, like, any other shinies, or is it just, like, no shinies at all? Dude, you gotta find that thing soon. What shiny should you hunt? Do you have a shiny Lucario? I think I might know one that you'll like if you don't. Top 6 Halloween shiny hunts. Shuppet, Longreach Decidueye, Ghastly, Spiritomb, Sableye, Zubat. Yeah, see, like I said, I'm gonna throw up that community post like tonight, hopefully. And yeah, you guys post your suggestions there, and then we will be doing then I'll be doing like an actual poll off of those suggestions. Gen 4, 2 phases so far, both Pidgeys. Hey, at least like it hasn't been a total bust on the shinies. If you get one more Pidgey, you got the whole evolution line right there. Alright, yeah, so Gen 4 would have the same odds. But dang. It's been about 13,000 random encounters since that last Pidgey. Oof, oof. Wow, that actually kind of means those other Pidgey showed up relatively quickly then, too. Quick, favorite movie and why? Baby Driver. The music choice and sound direction is freaking amazing. All of the visuals line up with it. And it's also a racing movie that is action-based without being over the top. Also Edgar Wright, which really just kind of explains all of that. 100% Baby Driver. I will recommend anyone that is able to watch it, go watch it right now. Actually, not right now. Give it like 10 minutes until I end the stream and then go watch it. It is a masterpiece. Like, I remember seeing that one in theaters, and then I just, like, went and saw it again. Like, I usually don't go and see movies multiple times. Unless, like, outside of, you know, like, I'll go with friends to see something, and then my family's like, oh, let's go see it, so I'll like, go do that. But, like, I rarely pay to go see movies twice. Favorite Disney movie? That's a tough one. I think we had this discussion before, and it's hard. I think we had the discussion about Pixar. That's a tough one. That's a really tough one. I don't know. Like, Disney movies are all at a certain level of really good. It's really, it can be hard. Yo, Juan Manuel Garcia with the super chat. You drooled on your Bayonetta drawing. Oh no. Oh no, dude. Whatever will you do about that? And hopefully it actually didn't ruin it. God, favorite Disney movie? Maybe like Lion King. I watched it a lot as a kid. You love Edgar Wright. He is awesome. Like, all of his movies, top notch. Top notch. Just like, Baby Driver is just that extra step to me. Like, I don't know. He's done like everything that he's done in Baby Driver before in other movies. Everything going along to the beat he did with the one scene in Shaun of the Dead. I think it was like Don't Stop Me Now playing on the like jukebox while they beat a zombie with bats and planks and stuff, and it like lined up, like all the different notes lined up with them hitting it. His transitions are great. His like just general, like the general kind of metaphors that he puts in everything are fantastic. Like, really, if you guys, no matter what, I said like go watch the movie. Obviously that can be difficult to do, especially legally, depending on if you don't already own it, since it's not on any streaming service. Like, you have to have like premium cable and stuff to be able to watch it on demand. Go online, watch the first scene. Like Columbia Pictures posted the first scene from the movie. Just like appreciate that all of the stunts are practical. Appreciate the fact that the entire song, almost every beat of the song, lines up with a piece of action happening, down to like doors and trunks opening and shutting to the beat. Like, it is top notch. Watch it. I've seen the Cornetto trilogy. What is the Cornetto trilogy? I may have seen it, but I don't know what it's called. I didn't know it was called that. Money Hype, indeed, the Money Hype. Juan Manuel Garcia back. Already top super chatter of this month. He held the record last month. The man being ridiculously generous. He donated over $100 to super chat last month, man. Need to restart. Dude, no! That's unfortunate, man. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that, dude. Don't Stop Me Now. Speaking of Don't Stop Me Now and it lining up the stuff, you guys have all seen when someone overlaid that on top of the Smash Ultimate trailer and it worked? Like, more perfectly than it could have worked without Nintendo having made the trailer to that and then just not having paid for the licensing? Like, that was crazy. Also, just Queen in general is great, so like, introducing all that's always a good thing. Top 4 Disney movies are Wreck-It Ralph, Lilo and Stitch, Brother Bear, and Lion King. Good choices. Good choices. Hot Fuzz is your all-time favorite. Hot Fuzz is great. Oh, Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and World's End. Haven't seen World's End. I've seen the other two, though. Yeah, no, they're great. They're so good. I don't really pay attention to the directors most of the time, but, like, Edgar Wright is just too good not to. Like, I really am the guy who like just goes into movies and doesn't do anything movie critic wise. Like, I just kind of do movies and like watch them and enjoy them. even if like the most generic and terrible movie, if it makes me like laugh a little bit and makes me like go, oh, that was funny, like, you've got me. You've been a successful movie in my mind. But yeah, no, movies like Baby Driver just go over the top. Like, seeing it in the theater and like the entire like they pull the headphones out of his ear one time and the entire like music, the entire song track shifted to one side of the theater. Like, the amount of detail in that is just crazy. Brother was awesome, made you cry as a kid. World's End is good, not nearly as good as Shaun and Fuzz, but still a good film. I might have access to it. I might have to watch it. I know Hot Fuzz is on... My camera's about to fall over. Like, holy crap. I really need a camera mount, too. That is another thing that I desperately need. Yeah, Hot Fuzz is the one that I saw first out of those. Then I saw, yeah, Shaun of the Dead. And, like, July? Like, I didn't see Shaun of the Dead until, like, this July. I saw Hot Fuzz, like, 5 years ago or something. It's great then, great now. Feel like Ian would walk out of a Marvel movie when the credits start. I don't. I know that there are after credit scenes. I have to remind my like family every time, like, no. There's always something else outside of Endgame. The first release of Endgame, that is. But yeah, I think I've done it before. I think I left for. I don't think I've ever left for the first one, but I have left for the ones that have two. Finding Nemo is also a good Disney movie. It is. It is. Finding Nemo is the boss. I remember going and seeing Finding Nemo in theaters again once it came, like, back into theaters for a while. I forget why. It might have been for, like... I don't think it was for Finding Dory coming out. I think Finding Dory was still several years later. But I remember coming and seeing that one in theaters again. Oh, dang. I sold the back of my cap card, and, like, it's actually, like, uncomfortably warm. Good thing we're wrapping up here pretty soon. Top 4 Disney movies would be the Toy Story movies. Okay. I haven't seen 4. I don't know how I feel about 4. Like, just the existence of it. It did walk out, case closed. Yeah, you got me. You got me. I haven't seen all of the MCU movies. I think at this point, because so many of them have made their way through Netflix, and because I've actually seen, like, Endgame and stuff in theaters, I think I can say I've seen about half of the MCU movies now. Like, I've seen all the Iron Mans. The only, like, Avengers titled Avenger movie I haven't seen is Ultron. Like, I just missed that one somehow. Seen Cap 1 and Civil War. Didn't see Cap 2. Didn't see Ant-Man. Saw Ant-Man and the Wasp. Saw Thor Ragnarok. Neither of the other twos. The original Hulk movie was so long ago that I definitely didn't see that. Saw Guardians 2. Haven't seen Guardians 1. Like, you can tell, like, I have a very sporadic... Like, I don't go out, like, to watch MCU movies as they come out. Especially back in high school, I didn't, you know, when they were still all kind of like just this weird set of movies all technically in the same universe, but outside of Avengers, they really hadn't, like, combined them like they have as of now. Like, back then I really wasn't like, oh, I don't really need to see these. Or, like, I was trying to see them and then, like, something happened and I just couldn't. That happened a lot. But yeah, so I've seen, like, a really weird set of them. But I know the story. At this point, I've seen most of the characters. When it comes to DreamWorks movies, it has to be Shrek. Shrek is just fantastic. I also like Madagascar. I know that one is less critically acclaimed and stuff, but Madagascar was good. I watched the second one on Netflix, because that's on Netflix now. Watched all MCU, but the Guardian movies. Guardians 2 is good. From everything I've heard, it isn't as good as the first one, and I can kind of see where it fell apart in that regard, without even having seen the first one. So I would like to see the first one. Still to see Black Panther, both Spider-Mans, Endgame, Ant-Man 2, Captain Marvel. Haven't seen Captain Marvel. Aside from that, I've seen all those. I have a friend who was very upset about this news, which is unlike the rest of the internet, but I'm so happy that Spider-Man got resolved and they can finish it. Like, even if he's not in it, as long as Disney and Marvel wanted, like, it's too much to, like, have built it up in the way they had and then just cut him out. Like, act like he never existed. Like, that can't happen. Oh, sorry, just bumped my mic pretty hard. Saw all but around 7 of the MCU movies. Yeah, I haven't seen Captain Marvel. I was gonna see the second Captain America movie. I think I might have actually even started it. But I was on a plane flight. And in one direction was long enough, like, going to our destination. The movies were all free, the music was all free, everything was completely free, so I was watching it all. Then I had the same flight back from the same airport to the same airport. It was like 15 minutes shorter because of jet streams, and that was long. That was enough of a difference for it to no longer be free on the way back. So I watched Cap 1 on the way out and was like, all right, next week I'll watch Cap 2 on the way home. No, I wasn't paying like $15 to watch it. And then the flight had to circle around the airport for like an hour, so like the flight ended up being way longer anyway, and I was pretty upset. But yes, that's why I haven't seen the second Captain America. Pretty sure they made up and they're gonna make more Spider-Mans. Yes, they did. They basically confirmed. They confirmed at least the final movie in the Spider-Man trilogy in 2021, and at least one more MCU appearance, like, in the movies. With the agreement, I think that they can at least, like, keep him in the MCU in regards to, like, they don't have to retcon his existence. But I don't know how long the deal is settled for after that. I could see it blowing up again, but at the very least, they can finish this. Like, because Far From Home and Endgame both kind of left it in a space where it's supposed to be Spider-Man existing a lot. And they screwed the deal a whole bunch, and now it's back. Captain Marvel is good. I've heard mixed reviews. I've heard people really like it, but I've also heard people weren't big fans of it. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it's kind of... I think that's a very generic example of just movie opinions from people. Yo, Matthew Rodriguez, welcome. How are you doing? Second Cat movie wasn't that good anyways. See, here's the thing, though. If I'm gonna complete everything, I'm gonna complete all of everything. So I'm gonna watch it at some point. Don't particularly like Cap that much. Do love Iron Man. Original Iron Man movies were great. What was your favorite legendary battle theme? Yours is against mine, a legend Ares of Unova theme. I don't actually really have favorites when it comes to the music, because usually I play Pokemon with the sound off, actually. Like, blasphemy, I know. Like, when the games are essentially directed now by the guy who used to be the sound director, like, they have good sound, they have great music, but I usually play in, like, public places where I can't have the sound on. Spidey 1, 2 is good. 3, The Amazing Spider-Man. No, MCU, perfect. See, I have a friend who is the exact opposite. He is, like, diehard Spider-Man fan and has been, like, comic purist, everything like that. We're actually just going to go to 2000, guys. We're really close, and, like, we're having a conversation. Like, I don't want to just drop this because we hit the, like, you know, we hit 10:15. So we're going to go to 2000. So we're going to start winding things down a little bit. But yeah, one of my friends hates the existence of MCU Spider-Man. Like, he was really iffy after the first one. I think a lot of people who are really big Spider-Man and Spider-Man comic fans were really kind of not happy with the way that MCU portrayed him. Like, made him too young, Aunt May too young, ignored Uncle Ben as in existence and stuff like that. Like, they didn't really bring it up. They reference him slightly with the, like, briefcase and Far From Home, but yes, like, since it's the MCU's imagining of Spider-Man, it kind of breaks a lot of the idea of Spider-Man, especially if you look at, like, Into the Spider-Verse and how it kind of explains, oh my gosh, explains what the origin of Spider-Man is throughout all the multiverse. So yeah, he wasn't super happy after Homecoming, and then just denounced it after Far From Home, and was very glad that Disney did not have their hands on Spider-Man anymore, but now they have him again, and he's not happy at all. Doing very good. That's good to hear, man. I like the Omega Ruby Maxi battling Groudon theme. So what does he object? He just doesn't think it's very Spider-Man. Like, I think one of the big issues he had with the first movie was something that I think everyone kind of had issues with, but because essentially Marvel had taken it in a way that forced it to, like, he didn't like the fact that the first movie happened in the suburbs without a lot of verticality, because he's Spider-Man after all. Well, at the same time, I think the whole idea was that, hey, look, he's Spider-Man. Look how bad he is outside of the, you know, urban jungle kind of thing. So he had issues with the way that, like, the first one kind of twisted on stuff. And he really didn't like the way that Endgame-ish spoilers, if you haven't seen that and don't want to hear anything yet. For some reason, it's, like, 7 months later, but fair warning. They're working him to replace Iron Man. I don't think he likes that fact. He wants Spider-Man to be Spider-Man. Far From Home absolutely felt like an Iron Man origin story number 2. I can agree with that. I'm okay with it. I'm not that attached to OG Spider-Man. But I can kind of see why he wouldn't be a fan of it. Surprise, Mysterio is freaking amazing as a villain in Far From Home. Watch all his scenes online. No, yeah, I think Mysterio is fine. I think he was okay. He was okay, I think, with everything except for Spider-Man being Iron Man. Like, they're essentially, like, it doesn't. I can kind of see where he would be like, Peter Parker feels like a Tony Stark replacement and not like Peter Parker. But I'm okay with it because MCU is the MCU. Comics can be their own thing. We still have the Raimi trilogy. Only thing you don't like about MCU Spider-Man is Uncle Ben. I think Iron Man is supposed to kind of be in the place of Uncle Ben as far as Peter's motivations. And they did, like I said, the suitcase he uses for his trip was Uncle Ben's. Like, if you look at the, like, name that's engraved on it. But I can 100% understand why it's like, no, Uncle Ben is why he becomes Spider-Man. Not, he just kind of became Spider-Man, and now, oh, hey, look, now he has this reason for being Spider-Man. I get that. Spider-Verse addresses that. Spider-Verse kind of, like, goes, like, in the face of the MCU in regards to that. Basically saying you have to have an Uncle Ben to be a Spider-Man. So, yeah. Pokemon or Astiox's battle theme is good. All those Gen 6 battle themes are fantastic. Don't care about the comic history, care about if it's a Spider-Man you like nerdy, kind, friendly. Yeah, like, everyone can have their own opinions on that for sure. His opinion on it is essentially he's just gonna wait for any of the like future Spider-Man movies to go to video before he watches them. Fair thing, the MCU has drawn a pretty strong line in the sand to separate them from the sour taste that was the Amazing Spider-Man parts. Yeah, the problem is all of Sony's renditions of Spider-Man have been very true to Spider-Man, which isn't necessarily wrong. It's obviously a good story that works. But, yeah, Disney's taking their own liberties with it, and they definitely don't want to go down the same road as The Amazing Spider-Man. They've had such a great track record. They know what's going to sell, and that's honestly their goal over making, like, super true-to-form movies that are the comic books but on the big screen. They're basically just taking comic book characters and making their own story. I'm okay with that. Because I am not familiar with the comics, but my friend's like been into them for a long time. The real MCU hero is Stan Lee and James J. Johnson. I'm so glad that we've had the same person play J. Jonah Jameson in like 3 versions of Spider-Man. Raimi Trilogy, the PS4 video game, and now the MCU. I'm so glad they've kept him because he's so good at it. Like, yes. Amazing One wasn't necessarily bad from a story point of view. They really butchered most of it in execution. Yep. Never actually saw it. I've seen videos breaking it down, and yep. Well, yeah, I mean, Spider-Man's Spider-Man. It's a pretty easy story to be like, the hero wants to save the day. He does it by being Spider-Man. And you're good to go. But yeah, you have to do it right. Any story can be ruined by like bad directing and bad storyboarding and everything like that. Alright guys, we got 4 more encounters, 3 more after this one for the day. Hopefully we can pull this shiny off before 2000. Who do you think will be on the Sinister Sticks? Oh god. I don't know. I don't know enough about the Sinister Sticks. I know who like they are in general. Don't know who I would put on that list. Sandman, Venom, Doc Ock, Scorpion, Goblin, Rhino. I think people are expecting Shocker, Vulture, and like Mysterio potentially to come back into it. But I don't know. We'll just have to see. We'll have to see what comes out with all that. Like, to show how little I know about Spider-Man, if it wasn't for my friends nerding out about the fact that, oh, it's Mysterio, he's gonna be some twist villain before it came out, I had no clue who Mysterio was. Like, that's just a fact. Seen in Amazing 2, where Spider-Man throws his calculator at the wall, it breaks, revealing hidden specialized coins to summon a ghost train in the subway that Peter's dad left to tape in. Okay, what? What? Yeah, no, like, that doesn't make sense. Maybe the PS4 game Sinister Six. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Alright, guys. This is the final encounter of the night. Encounter number 2000. We have hit 2K on this shiny Azelf, and it has been stubborn this entire time. So, guys, let's go. Without further ado, let's see what this last encounter of the night is. And it was not shiny. Thank you to everyone who tuned into the stream, anyone that liked, anyone that subscribed. A big thank you to Juan Manuel Garcia for the $10 Super Chat donation. Already putting himself at the top of this leaderboard for like the new streams, or for the new month. But yeah, guys, I'll be back. Probably not Thursday. Like I said, I've got some work stuff going on that night. Most likely an earlier stream Friday. I think I'm going to try to get in. So, thank you all for tuning in, and until next time, guys, take care.
Any ideas? Any ideas?